JavaScript arrays
are described as a link-like object. They are an object that can hold multiple values in a list. They are dynamic, meaning that they can store multiple values of multiple types. Each item or each value inside of an array is referred to as an element. So we can have many elements inside of an array. Arrays are zero index. So arrays will assign an index or a number index starting from 0 to each one of these elements inside of the array. The size of the array is dynamic, so they can grow and shrink as you go along with your program. Here we have a few methods and a few ways to create arrays. So the first is how to create arrays. Here we have a literal way. We just create a variable called myArray and assign this variable square brackets. So square brackets signify a literal array. You can do the same with another syntax here. This is the constructor way. So you can use the new keyword, the array constructor, and pass in the size of the array you want to initialize it to. And here we have some console logs just to see the type of my array and the type of my list. So if we take a look here, we see that the type is object. So these two console logs come from here. So arrays are indeed objects inside of JavaScript. We can also check the length. Since these are objects, we can do myArray.length and mylist.length to look at the length of the array. Here, this is empty. So we initialize it with nothing inside of the square brackets. That means it's empty. That means the length is 0. But the second one, we said the index was 3, and that will assign the length of 3 to the length property of my list. Let me hide that for a second. Then creating arrays with values. Here we have the same literal way, which is the way that you're going to create arrays most of the time. Here we initialize a colors array with 3 strings, red, green, and blue. And here we have an array numbers with number 1, 2, and 3. Then you can have arrays with any data types. So here we have a string of apple, of a number, a boolean, another string, another number, and another boolean. You can mix your values inside of an array, which you normally don't have to do that, but if you need to, yes, you can mix your types inside of an array.